strong, one guiding hand. Truth that rings in everything we do. Red, right and true. Storm and stripes, forever fly. Freedom's voice will never die. Say it proud, say it true. Welcome to Red, Right, and True.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Red, Right, and True, where we're going to tell you all the truth about everything all the time. And to help us do that is my co-host, Joe Curry,
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Thank you for watching.
our special guest, Andrea Bryant,
Hello. How's it going?
of course, Patriot Box,
Hello, everyone.
and Mark White.
Good evening.
So we're going to get this started off right away. We're going to talk about the Strait of Hormuz. I don't even know if I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
Did you say Hormuz?
Hormuz.
Got a little schmutz.
Or one of the
with
guys that put
Hormuz.
the Strait of Hormuz. That's right. We got to talk about the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think it's brilliant, and I see all of the strategy that must have gone into Trump's brilliant plan. So I know Joe is the fact man. So if you want to tell us a little bit more about what he's doing, because basically he's making everybody for the oil. China is going to have to.
Well,
used to-
basically, Bonnie.
Go ahead, because I
What-
could explain
what
it, but
Trump-
it would be the very
what Trump did-
pre-K version of it.
What Trump did in the simplest terms is he flipped the script on the Iranians. Basically, they were holding the Strait of Hormuz hostage for the whole world because 20% of the energy in the world travels through there, and they were saying, okay, we're going to make them pay tolls. We're going to not let anyone through. We're going to screw up basically the energy infrastructure for at least 20% of the world, some parts more than others. What Trump did is brilliant. He took over the Strait of Hormuz and said, you know what? You're not going to be in charge of it. We are. And
Yeah.
now the United States is in charge of the Strait of Hormuz. And Andrea Bryant, our guest, she's ex-Navy, so I'm sure.
Thank you for your service,
Thank you for
Andrea.
your service.
Thank you. Thank you for your support. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so Andrea was in the Navy for 10 years and
Altogether, yeah.
served our country. And so anybody that serves our country I have the utmost respect for. I can't thank any serviceman of any branch. But I'd love to, maybe not this segment, but I'd love to get in about the different types of different military, and how they all interact with each other. But Joe, what's your opinion of
Well,
the Strait?
it was a genius idea of doing it. They went to go have the talks. The talks fell through. One of the reasons the talks fell through is that they still want to keep the uranium, which gives the impetus to make nuclear weapons. And it's like, no, absolutely not. You're a terrorist regime. You cannot have that. You cannot have the potential to make that. Now, closing the strait has a lot of good effects. Number one, it's countering dark shipments. Blockade is halting dark transits that are allowing Iran to evade sanctions, with oil being sold to China. Now, China gets a majority of their oil from the Iranians,
Right.
which means that now the Chinese are coming under effect of this, which means that negotiations with them is going to go a lot smoother because we hold the cards on their oil. Now, another thing that's key on this is basically ending tolls and threats. The Iranians were charging ships upwards of to $1 million for them not to harm their vessels if they paid a toll. And that is gone. Also, another key thing is one of the reasons that oil is up is that the speculators have raised it due to the flow of ships through that strait. One of the key reasons is that the insurers, Lloyd's of London, one of them, was not going to insure those ships going through there because of the potential danger of those ships being destroyed. Now that we have the Navy there, now that we have a presence there, those ships will go through, they will insure those ships, and it will free up the blockade of oil that we have.
And Mark, what's your take on it? Mark White.
I had to put $5 a gallon in my car last night.
Yeah, I saw
First time I
your
ever saw that.
your car on Facebook. Mark has some very nice cars. So
I had to put premium in them, so I have no choice. I have to put like $5 in it, and I did it for a little bit. I was just, you know what? I put like $25 worth of gas in there. I didn't want to fill it up because
But
I
you
know,
know what?
that particular area is cheap.
right,
It's more expensive
and
than me.
it's a small sacrifice to pay for.
Yeah, I
for-
wasn't upset about it.
Yeah.
Well-
I just realized, like, damn, gas is $5 now.
You know,
No,
it's
no.
still cheaper now than it was under the Biden administration.
Exactly. Everyone forgets that.
And the thing is, we're the world, not just the United States, not just the American people. We're getting something for this. Yeah, it's a little bit extra money out of our pocket. When Biden did this, we got nothing. What we got from Biden was higher gas prices, which caused inflation across the board, and 20 million illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
Now we're going to get to asset one, and we're going to that Mark White picks four videos a week, and we're going to see the first one.
Try and answer this one. Why do liberals love violence so much, especially against women? A grown man pushes a female reporter to the ground from behind. The tolerant left strikes again.
Well, you know.
Wait.
Go ahead, Mark. What's the context of that?
Well, I showed you, where's the version I did where you actually see him push the girl to the ground.
Oh, okay.
You gotta see that.
That's gonna come up in another segment. But
Yeah.
if that's what you're talking about, that isn't. He described her as a reporter, which I guess technically she's a reporter, but she was from Turning Point USA. So she's
Right,
one
she's
of the-
recognizable because they all, the
Right,
last
and
people.
they
remember,
hate-
those people are hired, crackheads. So when you see the actual video of him push her to the ground, there's different angles, but you see there's like real, like they call them paid agitators, but like they have real rage in their eyes. These liberals are, and the only reason why they're able to do that is because till this day, the people on the right have not pushed back. Because you can't push back, because if you push back in Minnesota, you're going to get in trouble. So they're able to just bully everybody around. But there's going to come a day when the people on the right are just going to be like, you know what, we had enough of this, and they're going to start pushing back. And that's when all these little liberal bullies are going to crawl back into their holes, because now there's going to be consequences for actually physically attacking somebody because you don't agree with them.
Absolutely. And Andrea, what do you think about, as far as the violence that comes out on the left compared to the right? Like if there's protests and they call them peaceful protests, we know that when Charlie Kirk died, everybody came together in a protest, but there was no violence. And then when they have a protest, if they attack people who don't, show up, if they even say one word. So, Andrew, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, we on the right, we're certainly scrutinized, so we have learned to behave ourselves. Kudos to us. But yeah, the left is just not in any way, shape, or form policed in the same manner, and certainly not even in the media, where, if you think about it, seems to be the prevailing narrative that, oh, it's peaceful protest. But that got put on blast with, mainly peaceful protest, and stuff's literally on fire behind the reporter. And, okay, well, maybe this is a little bit backwards. But yeah, it's out of control. I mean, yeah, whether it's pushing a woman, it's actual violence, it's actual full-blown assault, shooting.
I just want to say
I thought they
something.
didn't like guns.
I just want to say something that affects us in the city directly. Is Mandami just made it a lesser crime to basically put your hands on people? That's considered. It was a higher crime, and now they're going to make it a misdemeanor or whatever it is.
It's
So
called the Coochie Coo law.
The Coochie
If
Coo
you-
law.
If your gram says Coochie Coo,
I thought you were being serious. I don't know what it's called. I was not sure if he was being serious.
I guarantee you, when somebody on the right touches somebody on the left, that they're going to suspend that law. You
Right,
watch.
it's
Oh,
always
yeah.
one way. No, they won't suspend it. They'll what they do now is they let criminals out very quickly anyway. So
Yeah.
it's catch and release practically.
Well,
So,
it's
go ahead,
worse.
Patriot Box.
It's worse than that, and we'll talk about it probably in the next segment. But one of New York City's police officers, sergeant, I believe, while trying to apprehend a gang member who was in an active drug
yeah.
trade, threw a cooler at the gang member. The gang member fell off his scooter, banged his head, and died. So what did New York City do? They put the police officer of almost 20 years in jail. The police officer with an unblemished record basically goes to jail for throwing a cooler at a gang member in the middle of a drug transaction, and he apparently didn't know how to drive a scooter, so he banged his head and died. So you send,
That was an old story, though, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Well, yeah, the incident is old. I think the officer is just sentenced. I think he's getting like 3 years at least.
Right. Of
Yeah.
course, that judge gave that
You
officer.
mean 3 years in a resort in Hawaii, right?
Yeah, I would hope an all-expense paid vacation, of course, but I don't
that's
think
what
that's
he's getting,
exactly New York's interpretation.
Unfortunately, no.
yeah. I don't know if you want to discuss it after the break. I do have all the facts and figures, the breakdown on the judge, the breakdown on the
I'd like to know some of them. Yes. Yes,
Man,
absolutely.
Joe's got I'm surprised you don't walk around with a giant book.
He has everything paper clipped in it. I call him the fact man because I know that he whatever he says, he can back it up with facts. And so when we come back, we have more that we're going to share with you. And stay tuned for Red, Right, and True. And we will be back in 3 minutes. Don't go away.
Most people think they have options when searching for the best deals when they travel. But here's the shocking truth. 100% of the major travel agencies are owned by just 2 entities, Expedia and Booking Holdings. They claim to offer the lowest rates, but due to the hotel rate parity agreement, they all have the same pricing, limiting genuine competition. When you book through these sites, you act as your own travel agent, but the profits are going to organizations that don't support our patriot values. We cannot allow that to continue. So, we decided to make travel great again by starting a US-based travel membership platform, mypatriottravel.com. We are patriots helping patriots. Together, we can disrupt the travel industry by not spending our hard-earned dollars supporting the radical left. For just $29.99 per month, you gain access to true wholesale rates on travel, saving you on average 35% and up to 65%. Book as often as you like, with no limits. Keep your hard-earned dollars in your pocket and spend them on things you need and want to support. Go to mypatriottravel.com/TAFW and grab your membership today. mypatriottravel.com/TAFW. Making travel great again.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
I'm sure you guys remember the platinum single, Justice for All, with Donald Trump and the J6 Prison Choir. Well, get ready for round 2. We're coming out with Anthem of the Free with High Res and the J6 Prison Choir. It's coming out now. It's pre-sale until December 19th when it drops. Get yours on all platforms, Google Play, Apple iTunes. Get it. It's going to be hot.
Justice for all, our voices ring. The anthem of the free.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
Give
evening and welcome back to Red, Right, and True. Before the break, we were discussing the story of Eric Duran. That is the officer that got sentenced by the judge for throwing a water cooler at a perp. And basically, he is sentenced to 3 to 9 years in prison for the death of Eric Dupree. Now, basically, one of the reasons that this happened was he was doing an undercover drug buy. And the perpetrator, Eric Dupree, went on the run. He was on a motorbike, and he was jumping the curb, and he was heading towards other officers that were there for an unrelated incident. But he was going to run into those officers with this thing of being they might have been killed. So in a split second, he put through that water cooler at him. And he wound up, unfortunately, hitting a parked car and dying on that. But basically, it's a travesty of justice. It was self-defense and public safety. He lacked the intent to kill. He was not trying to kill him.
He was trying to stop him.
And not only stop him, they were actually trying to get him to stop killing other officers. The police, 11,000 officers have his support. They are a pending appeal with the Sergeants Benevolent Association.
Joe, I want to jump in here.
Sure.
And basically, what is so obscene about that whole thing is, first of all, the judge, who I forget his name, he was
Guy Mitchell.
Thank you. Was appointed by Mayor de Blasio. Again, one of these lefty judges who, and what this judge also did was this judge insisted that while this is on appeal or anything else, that officer stay at Rikers Island and is not be allowed to be out on bond or anything else, insists that the cop has to go to jail. And this isn't a place where we have no bail.
Yeah. And he has a history of being a liberal judge. Also, he made a statement to the officer when he was being sentenced. He said, "This is a lesson to all the police out there."
Again, making an example of that guy. It's about your point of view. If you lean to the left, they let you go. If you lean to the right, they give you the harshest sentence possible. And everybody's just sick of it. I mean, I know I am. I'm sick of seeing it on the news, like Mark said. I want to start seeing results of people, like, in their own way, speaking up more. Even if it's...
How come the cops don't speak up?
Yeah, how come the cops don't...
They should be protesting. If I was a New York cop, I'd be like, I'd start protesting or don't go to work or do something.
Right.
I mean, you got numbers. Do something. You got power in numbers.
Liberal media doesn't cover that part of the equation. If it's something that benefits the left, then it gets reported. If it's something that benefits the right, you never hear about
Absolutely.
it. If it's something bad
So the
about
cops
the
are
left...
actually protesting?
Say it again?
The cops are actually protesting, we just don't
Yes.
hear about it?
Yes, they
Yes.
also signed a petition, 11,000.
11,000 officers signed a petition
From all over
arguing
the world.
It should not be criminalized. It's pending.
They should all do something more drastic than that. Like a Rosa Parks or something.
Yeah, I mean...
All take a sick day.
all take a sick day, but unfortunately...
Yeah, the blue flu, let's go.
Again, the police are in a little bit of a predicament, because if they all take a day off, what about the people that need them? And, the people that call up that need help.
You mean the people who defunded the police, who wanted to defund the police?
Oh, no, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Believe me.
I mean, look at New York. New York literally voted in the worst person you could possibly vote in. So they're completely oblivious to reality. So they need to face reality. I mean, I hate to be the one to say it, but that's the truth.
It looks like they're going to start. It looks like they're going to start, and there has been always a contention where Mondami got in. It's like, you know what? Good that he got in, because they are now going to see what it's going to have, what the city's going to be like, be led by a far left. A far left socialist. You think De Blasio was bad? Wait till they get a load of this guy.
Well, I don't know if everybody's heard of it, but Mondami has already said that the 250th birthday of our country, do not come to Times Square. It's invitation only to celebrate. Yet he lets Muslims, do prayer in the middle of Times Square, even though they have mosques. I was watching Scott LeBedo.
Bonnie,
Yes?
you get what you vote for.
Well,
Believe me, I didn't vote for that. I'm on Long Island. I didn't get a say.
As most of the people on this panel know, me as the Patriot box, that I'm the liberal of the group, and I do. So I want to give a shout out to Mandami. He's going to be opening the first free grocery store in New York City. It's only going to cost the city $30 million to do this.
And they're charging the taxpayers to do that.
Right.
Of course.
And again,
2030.
yeah, and
Right.
and again, let's not forget he offered free child care for everyone in the city, and he's going to open up a place that's going to be eligible to 40 of New York City workers. 40 people. So he's doing everything he said. Let's hear it from Mandami. Stop ragging on the guy.
We're
He's
definitely-
doing a great
Okay,
job.
let's get to our guests.
Yeah,
You-
I was just
okay.
going to say, right
I
after.
don't like Mom Donnie because he can't bench 135. That's disgusting.
So our guest is Andrea Bryant, and I know her from the comedy scene. And Joe, you could tell everyone how you know her.
I know her from Compound Media.
Yes.
Anthony Curious show. We used to hang out there all the time. She used to be, regular on the shows. Yeah,
Wait,
and it's
she's
so
a
good
comedian
every
too?
year.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's definitely I put her in a bunch of shows.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
kind of
cool.
semi-retired. There's not much of a comedy scene
Let's
in
get her
Idaho.
to talk, say something.
No,
Well-
the comics can't do that.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of a retired comedian because I'm in Idaho now, and there's, as you might imagine, not much of a comedy scene. So.
Hey, they need to laugh there too.
That's true. That's
So
true.
I got a
Someone will
question.
laugh.
I got a question. And I wrote it down. So what percentage of the military do you think is conservative?
I would say certainly over 50%. I would say the majority. Is it as high as 75%? No, but I'd say that's probably ballpark. Would be my guess.
Have you actually met any liberal?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
What's that like?
insane.
That must be insane.
Yeah, it's a trip talking to these folks. It's kind of like I can understand if you lean left, like maybe on this one thing, but it's like it's weird how you're just, boilerplate, just down the ballot, liberal.
Do they sweat bullets when they have to get a gun? You hand them a gun and they just pass out or something. What happens?
No. One of them I knew was actually a combat veteran, and I think it was like he became liberal after his service. Maybe that was the thing. But yeah, it's interesting how, to your point, they can kind of compartmentalize because they're carrying weapons or whatever as part of their duties, but at home in the voting booth, they're voting down ballot Democratic candidates, but.
Wow.
Well, ironically on that, if we want to go to asset 2, it's libs being violent.
All right, my favorite.
What a great segue.
Guys, it's over! It's over! Back the fuck up! It's over! It's documented! You'll get charged! It's over! Dude, we love you! We love you! We love you!
We can see that.
Does love mean what he thinks it means? Or?
So he's the father of the girl in the next asset that we're going to see, where she's acting crazy. So they both attacked this reporter, and they both got arrested. So,
Mark, she
but it's
actually-
Minnesota.
Mark,
It's
she
Minnesota,
actually.
so we don't know if they're going to actually get in trouble. What were you
She's,
saying,
she's,
Bonnie?
she's not just a reporter. She's from Turning Point USA. And she's a
What does
tiny
that
little
mean?
girl. So she doesn't have a lot of, she's short and she's tiny. And this guy,
Yeah.
and people were also accosting her before that. Big guy came in.
Well, in
But-
fairness, Bonnie,
And she wasn't,
in
she
fairness-
wasn't, she was just filming what they were doing. She
Yeah.
wasn't interrupting them.
in fairness to that large man who pushed down the small woman, that is the party that says, they can't identify a woman. So you really can't blame the big guy for knocking her down. All right.
That's a good point.
Again, as the liberal member of the panel, I got to stick up for our side.
But getting back to Andrea's comment about liberals in the Navy, I want to hear more about that because I want to know
Me too.
the thought process that you're going to go serve your country. And what I see, what I see is that a lot of liberals, they don't like to have the flag around. They don't seem to like their country at all. And so the fact that they're going to sign up on the dotted line to serve their country, I want to know what their thought process is.
Because that's not how they view it.
How do they view it?
Would be my wager. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of, okay, serving your country, that's definitely a good thing. But I think, and there's a lot of people, it's not limited to liberals, who served in the military where they don't view it necessarily as serving their country. It's just, okay, well, this is a guaranteed job. I can get into this.
The benefits of it.
Yeah, there's definitely benefits to it. Okay, if I can just do 3 years of this, I can get my GI Bill, I can go to school and get a totally useless liberal arts degree with no college debt, stuff like that.
But she is funny.
Yeah.
Jay?
I went to school and got a useless degree.
What did you get? What was your degree?
History teaching. That taught me I don't need to teach children. So, yeah.
So you learned something.
Yeah, wound up
So
doing
here's the
something
thing.
else.
So in the different branches, where are the most conservatives? You got the Marines, the Army.
I would probably
Navy,
guess
the
the
Air
Marines. I would guess the Marines just because the esprit de corps is totally different than the other branches. Where it's they're tough. They're the things they say to themselves like rah, kill. They're like they're on
They
it.
mean it.
Yeah.
I get up every morning and say that.
Yeah.
So the Navy's like YMCA.
I mean, so some people, and just depends on how seriously they take it. With the Navy, with the Air Force, with the Space Force now, they're more the technicians. They don't need to be the brawn behind the operation. That's the Marine Corps. That's certain segments of the Army. So everyone kind of has
You do
their
have
lane.
Navy Marines, though, right?
What's that?
You do have Navy Marines.
Sure. Yeah. Well, the Marines fall
Something
under the
like that.
Department of the Navy, much like the Space Force falls under the Department of the Air Force.
And we're going to talk more about this after our 3-minute break. So please stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. And you'll join us, Joe Curry, Andrea Bryant, Patriot Box, Mark White, and myself. See you soon.
Ready to move and celebrate freedom like never before. The America First Warehouse proudly presents Freedom in Motion, America 250. Join Lisa for an electrifying dance fitness fundraiser designed to get your heart pumping and your spirit soaring. This dynamic 6-week session is perfect for all fitness levels, whether you're just starting out or ready to level up your routine. Feel the energy of an epic patriotic playlist. Boost your fitness, learn exciting new moves, and relieve stress while having an absolute blast. All for just $100 per person, and it all supports a great cause. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Come dance, get fit, and celebrate America 250 in motion.
Hi, my name is Elena Ruseva, aka Megalangela. Please check my art at www.megalangela.vip.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
If the vote count is accurate, then how come the number of voters is different? And if it's not accurate, then why was it certified? We are suing Letitia James and the New York State Board of Elections for a conspiracy against fundamental rights. This is not about who won. It's not about what party. It's about the fact that they don't care about your rights.
It's me, Joe the Box, and I'm John the Blanket with the America First Podcast.
That's what I'm talking about. The Fred Rubino Podcast coming to you from the America First Warehouse.
Welcome, everybody, to the James Justice Show, tearing these airwaves apart with all the craziness that goes on in the world.
Welcome to the Patriots Podcast. Good evening, everyone.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the On the Right Side podcast here at the America First Warehouse in Long Island, New York.
Shane Jenkins here with another episode of Liberty's Cage.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, Red, Right, and True.
We are streaming live
on America First Media and Television app.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Downey Jr. podcast. Be free, stay free.
Good evening and welcome back to Red, Right, and True. We're going to discuss a very interesting individual, Eric Swalwell. He's been a very bad boy, apparently. When he's trying to indict everybody under the sun, he's been up to some shenanigans. 5 women have come forward with allegations of sexual misconduct against the representative, leading to his resignation from Congress. He resigned from. He actually suspended his gubernatorial because he wanted to run for governor of California, and he suspended the gubernatorial race. And then right after, I believe about a day after, he resigned from Congress. And
I think what makes it very interesting about him is karma is real, and it might take a while for it to come around, but it always comes around. And he was very vocal back in the Brett Kavanaugh days about believe all women. Whatever women say, you got to take them at their word. And now, how many years later? Here he is.
Well,
so, go ahead, Patriot Box.
The other thing that it makes it even more reprehensible than just the fact that he molested, raped women, is that he also drugged them. So I mean, when you're
Free
trying
healthcare.
when you're trying to hit the bottom rungs of the lowest things human beings can do, let's throw some drugs in there too.
Well, and what's crazy, to your point, like liberals and violence. I mean, liberals and sexual assault. It's always like, to me, Eric Swalwell seems like some dork. Like, I'm a feminist ally, and it's like, those are your predators. Those are your wolves in sheep's clothing. It's never like, the billionaire running around grabbing him by the, like, that guy's fine. There's no allegations that are going to stick to him because he's not doing that stuff. It's all these guys, like, coming across as, I'm your friend, come here. And then they're pulling stuff like this.
So, Andrea, what's your take on Tampon Tim? What do you think? Do you think he's probably a predator?
Yeah, probably. I don't know what his demographic would be. I don't know. What am I doing? I'm making allegations here? Yeah. No thanks. Not walking into your trap, Patriot Box.
Yeah, all of a
remember,
sudden,
I have
a
to-
lawsuit against from Tim Waltz
the
against
FBI
Andrea.
visited Andrea Bryant.
Right.
I thought we were talking about Tim Kaine. Never mind. Then yes, Tim
Well,
Waltz.
remember, I have to represent the left's point of view with this
That's
whole
true.
thing.
No, Patriot Box
You're
does
doing a
not.
terrible job.
Yeah, he does not represent the left. He's just joking. But
No, I actually believe him.
The things said on this show are not necessarily that of the management or anyone else.
Oh, they tell you that
beliefs
before the show,
beyond
too.
mine.
yeah. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So he is hypocrite.
So he just threw in the towel himself,
Yes.
right?
Wow.
Now, what's interesting is, I mean, this has been going on for a while, and I wonder why it's all coming out now. Are the Democrats knowing they're going to be in trouble in the do they have a feeling? Do you feel that the Democrats think they're going to have a problem in the midterms?
You know what? You never know with the Dems because they were so sure Hillary Clinton was going to win that they literally had the party already started, and then they were shocked. We all knew that this was the unrigged election, obviously from the very beginning. We all knew that the silent majority was going to hopefully elect Donald Trump. But they were sure it wasn't going to happen. So you never know. I don't know.
Well,
Because
Bonnie, one of the things that should be very apparent is that I think a lot of the liberalism that we hear and their slogans that are repeated is that they believe their own lies. Some of them don't even know that it's lies, that it's misinformation, it's fake news, and that it's biased yellow journalism at its best. And if it's against Trump, then it's good. Anything else is bad.
And it's interesting that you say that because, we've been doing all these segments on violence from the left. And I believe the reason they get violent like that is because they don't know why they're there. They get frustrated that they don't have an answer why they're there. And the only counter that they have is with violence.
Well, when you're emotional and your whole platform is based on feelings and emotions, then facts and what's real doesn't have any play in it. It's Bonnie is a kindergarten teacher for 30 years. She would know that they have they're a lot like 5-year-olds who their feelings, I feel this way, they have nothing to back it up, and they act out.
Well, Andrea,
That's so true.
Andrea, since you were part of the Navy, like what do they train you to keep your feelings, private? Like what's the process that they use?
Well, yeah, you certainly have parameters. Like, for example, you can't protest in uniform. You don't want to give the impression that the Navy endorses a certain side or something. But in terms of, your feelings or whatever, it's just, hey, you're professional. This is what you can talk about. And in terms of carrying out your duties, you drill. So it's just second nature. You're not throwing a lot of politics into your training. So that helps keep things professional. But
and you were already out of the Navy when Joe Biden was elected, right? You were already out.
I was still a reservist.
So did you see any impact of his presidency? Because I know.
Well, I could think of one.
Yeah.
I got called up and they said, you're deploying in 2 weeks. And I went, okay, well, that's pretty serious. I better get my stuff together. Where am I going? They said, California or Virginia. I went, all right. Those places are not like next to each other.
If this was the 1850s, I'd be concerned. But,
yeah. It's like, well, okay, you're being deployed to California, a failed state. Like, that's terrible. But it really was based off of because Joe Biden wanted the military to support rolling out the shot. That was like where the whole idea came from. And then, 6 months of me being told you're leaving in 2 weeks, they just went, never mind.
Wow.
Andrea, I do have a question for you. If you were deployed to California, would you be scared from all the anti-American people that seem to reside there?
Yeah, well, mainly because I don't know. Like, I was a security personnel. What am I doing to support anything? Like, am I going to be dragging people out of their homes? Like, it was never defined what I was going to be doing. So just that uncertainty alone was unsettling.
Wow.
Put it that way.
So we're gonna put up Asset 3, and we're going to discuss what we see. Now this is the same. This is the Turning Point USA person.
That's the daughter attacking her now.
Wow.
Okay, so that's the
So
other
that guy
person
in the
attacking
blue?
her.
That's his daughter attacking her. That's the mother. That's the mother right there.
So it's a family of attackers.
Yeah.
that was a
Right. It's a liberal family going. Look. That's when the father came and pushed her down, and that's the daughter coming again. Piece of crap.
Wow.
It's a good thing I wasn't there.
I never do things like this with my dad.
I would have
kinda
put a
lacking.
stop to that. I don't care how big that goofy guy is. That's unbelievable. And look, nobody's doing anything. And we're the police.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's
the
crazy.
left is the party of peace
You
and
can't
love,
even go, where's the
people.
parents?
Listen, she gets arrested. There's another clip. I think she gets arrested, the little daughter, and they put her in a chokehold. And I was like, oh, remember you were saying about karma? I said, oh, look what happens now.
Yeah.
What are you going to do now? Where's your dad now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's also in a chokehold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
It's good to see families doing
But
stuff
we should
together.
follow up this story because I want to know if there's going to be any consequences because it all comes
There's
down.
consequences, Bonnie. I'm telling you, she got arrested. And he got arrested.
Doesn't mean that they are not going to be let
Oh.
out. Doesn't mean that they're going to get sentenced. It's yes, they got
Again,
arrested.
it's not like they threw a cooler at
No,
someone.
can I finish? I know you guys love to talk, but I need to finish.
Go ahead, Mark.
Okay, so they're saying that under the Minnesota law, they may get over, but they're looking at federal charges for the two of them.
Oh,
So that might be
Wow.
something.
Yeah.
if we see more of that, if we see more of like,
I'm going to be looking out for you, Bonnie.
yeah, I want to know
Look at
because
me, Bonnie. Look at me. I'm watching out for you.
I see you
Wait
there.
a second. Why do you keep looking at? You should look at me. Look at me over there. Look at me
I
again.
can't. There's a camera here. Marcus is joining us from Texas, by the way. So he's on I would consider it like a Zoom
The
thing.
greatest state on the entire universe.
So do you
Because
recommend
left
we
that
all
out.
move to Texas?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The greatest state ever. Yeah, so listen, they're going to do federal charges against them, most likely, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, I can't wait. I definitely want to see that. Speaking of this, I don't know if the rest of you know about this, but I follow Nick Shirley, who is the one that exposed the fraud in Minnesota. So it's the same area, and they sent him to California, and he discovered more fraud under Newsom, Medicaid fraud, and many other types of fraud. And now he just put on his Instagram that one of the people, I have to get the details on this, but they are trying to pass the Nick Shirley Act, and the Nick Shirley Act would put anyone who exposes fraud in jeopardy, that they could file charges, they could fine you, they could put you in prison. So the person exposing the fraud will now be subject to punishment. Again,
Now,
we
I'm
talk about
curious.
consequences. Can you believe that? Can you effing believe that?
No, it's crazy. I wonder if they have a whistleblower, because some states have whistleblower protections that you can't be prosecuted or can be harassed for exposing something. So I don't know if California, it's interesting to find out if California has something like that, if they're going to pass that law or try to get rid of the other law. But in any event, and they're so blatant of what they do.
I mean,
So blatant.
if they're trying to pass a law to stop fraud, doesn't that show you that they have massive fraud, that they want this to be ongoing, and they don't like that a young man, I think he's 24, has just lifted up the blanket that everybody's been blind to.
Remember, people.
And it's only getting out, like Patriot Box said, social media only covers certain things, but you can't, he's got his own Instagram account. Lots of people follow him. Facebook also. I suggest you follow him.
Remember,
Go ahead,
people.
Patriot Box.
Remember, people. This is the same people, the left, who doesn't want to have voter ID. Okay, so they're against exposing fraud, because voter ID would also expose a form of fraud, voter fraud. So take it from where it comes from.
And they're so blatant about. Once again, they're so blatant about it. It should be embarrassing to them that they're doing this.
It should be, but it seems
How are they
that,
wording it?
you know what? When I know more details about it, I'm definitely going to talk about it this is a weekly show, so I will keep you informed. But I think we have to get signatures. We have to stop this from happening. I mean, this is in California, but if it works in California, they'll do it here. And stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
The America First Ultra MAGA Store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA Store.
Get ready to move and celebrate freedom like never before. The America First Warehouse proudly presents Freedom in Motion, America 250. Join Lisa for an electrifying dance fitness fundraiser designed to get your heart pumping and your spirit soaring. This dynamic 6-week session is perfect for all fitness levels, whether you're just starting out or ready to level up your routine. Feel the energy of an epic patriotic playlist. Boost your fitness, learn exciting new moves, and relieve stress while having an absolute blast. All for just $100 per person, and it all supports a great cause. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Come dance, get fit, and celebrate America 250 in motion.
Corporate transfer. Fine professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
First Warehouse was really the most patriotic venue that you can ever imagine. We wanted to build something for people to be able to come to and feel so comfortable and so relaxed, because there is nothing out there like it. We give an opportunity for people to really feel good about themselves and about this great country.
Good evening. Welcome to Red, Right, and True. In this segment, we want to talk about the first 100 days of Mayor Mamdani. And he has been crowing, and we're going to go over a couple of points that he has here. Basically, what he has been crowing about is universal child care. He secured $1.2 billion in state funding to launch universal child care program, and the first phase includes 2,000 free kindergarten seats for 2-year-olds, low-income communities. Now, the thing about that is going to be, you're throwing hats and horns over that. It's going to be totally mismanaged. Totally mismanaged. I wonder who they're going to get to be in this program, and you could tell that it's going to be a boondoggle, so stay tuned how that works out. A pothole blitz. He filled 100,000 potholes across 5 boroughs. And you want to know what that's called? Your job. You're supposed to do that. It's like going to us, you guys are talking on microphones and you're on camera. That's admirable. No, it's our job. We discussed the city-owned grocery stores. And once again, on a city-owned grocery store, people go, these big grocery stores are screwing people over. Once again, a grocery store works on a 3% margin. Gristedes, Stop and Shop, all of them on a 3% margin. The government can't do anything on a 3% margin. So that's going to be a total failure on that.
Well, getting to the grocery store, I saw somewhere on social media, so I take this with a grain of salt, that there is one socialist grocery store.
It's about to open.
No. It was somewhere else, not New York City. And the people who worked in that grocery store had to carry tasers because, in Manhattan, everything's locked up anyway. They steal anyway. So what are they going to do in a free grocery? Like, they have the SNAP cards, so everything is free on the SNAP card. They have, so if something is free, how are they going to steal from some free stuff? How are they going to feel? I guess they'll just take more of it. So, and maybe it'll be like the toilet paper craziness of 2020. Yeah. Like the first few people will come in and just take everything and grab it. Yes, Mark.
You forgot about the government cheese.
Tell us about the government cheese.
Yeah. Well, they used to give out free cheese. Remember that?
Ronald Reagan.
You were old enough for that, right?
No, I'm old enough, but I don't remember it.
Ronald
you remember
Reagan.
The government cheese used to give out, so they can do the same thing. You just stand in a line outside the grocery store, and they let in 2 or 3 people at a time so they can control them. And you just, you get 4 or 5 items you can pick, just like in communist Russia. I mean, of course, that's how it is, right?
Oh, so you think they'd run it the same way, like they're going to?
You just can't let people walk in there and just pick out free stuff.
I was just going to say,
at the same time.
All the fights will happen on the line, waiting to get into the grocery store. Yeah. That's where you'll need your taser.
Of course, that's just common sense.
Oh, yeah.
And they should name the grocery stores Comrades. Welcome to Comrades. You come in, you buy stuff. It is not what you want. It is cheap.
Well,
we might not have it, and maybe it's not fresh, but you come.
Yeah, I want to be an arms dealer to the people waiting in line just to watch the fallout. And
you actually lived technically in the city because you
not technically, absolutely.
You were in the city. Okay. So how do you think this is going to go?
I think it's going to be an absolute disaster, and I do kind of want to see it for curiosity's sake, but I care about the people that I've left behind, and I don't want them to suffer. So I hope only the people I don't like are negatively impacted by this, and everyone else gets off scot-free.
I hope that you're right. We're going to continue with the list in a minute, but first we're going to get to Asset 4, and then we'll return to Mamdani's achievements.
Please don't touch me.
Hang on. Why are you grabbing her? If you just want her side of the story, why are you grabbing her?
Don't touch me.
Don't touch. Is she under arrest? Why are you grabbing her?
She's being detained.
Why are you grabbing her?
Hey, wait. Why
are you grabbing her? I just got maced.
Oh, he got maced. Oh.
Duck and cover, buddy. You're about to get a cooler coming your way.
And that is still all part of the same incident,
That's
Mark?
the same date. So let me give you some more context.
Yeah, tell us the-
Bonet. I see you looking at me, by the way.
That's because
So-
go ahead.
You should look at me. Don't look at the camera. Look at me.
No.
I'm talking. So check it out. What happened was when they came to her, that's a different angle, but there's another angle where she actually runs away like O.J. Simpson. She like runs away, and the cops have to chase her and tackle her.
Great.
It's unbelievable. I mean, this is how crazy these
So
people
that's
are.
the daughter.
That's the daughter, Mrs. Blowing the whistle in the girl's ear.
I did see that. Yes, I saw that.
If she did that to me, I would have knocked her right out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing is how close, how much do you let them get away with before you have to strike back, and then you end up getting in trouble because, you know.
She needs
like-
a bodyguard. All these liberal, there's another girl, her name is Angela Rose. You should check her out. She goes out by herself too. I'll try to find a video. And she's a tiny little thing, and she goes out by herself, and she gets totally abused. But her and this girl, they all go out by themselves. But I really believe by now they actually need to have some bodyguard type dude or dudes hanging around them, or women, you know, with equal opportunity employers.
No, we'll make them
have
do
to
it.
protect them. Maybe a girl could start doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Will those guards be DEI hires, and will they be part of the MMLGB2 LMNOP number 2 divided by 7 group? I mean, we want to include everyone.
Not, Mr. Liberal Boy.
Well, I don't know if you guys heard that they had an event, I believe it was last night. Erica Kirk was supposed to be at the event, and she had so many death threats and credible death threats that she was advised not to go to the event. J.D. Vance did go and told her, stay home. And what's scary is that's silencing people. Like, in other words, their bulliness now has risen to the level where they threaten your life. Again, on social media, the things that I see, they send shivers down my spine. Again, we know there's such a thing as keyboard warriors, but now these keyboard warriors are turning.
They're emboldened by the fact that there's no consequences.
And the interesting thing about that is when they find out there is consequences now, they are so taken aback. You mean I can't blow a whistle into somebody's ear and make a spectacle of myself and not get arrested or put down on the ground? You mean I can't drive through an area where ICE is trying to detain somebody and then try to run over an officer and I get shot? You mean I can't go down the street and intervene with a police action and then get shot? I mean, they're learning that there is consequences now.
And Joe, go ahead, Mark.
What about the crackhead who shot Charlie Kirk? I mean, what do you think he's thinking? How old is he? Like 19? His whole life, he's gone. That's the end. There's no more fooling around and hanging out with your friends. I mean, I wonder if he thinks that was worth it to kill that guy like that. What was he thinking?
And the funny thing about that is that he had all these disagreements with Charlie Kirk. Do you know he could have walked down there and discussed it with him instead of shooting the man? He could have walked down, waited his turn, and
But then he would have
discussed
been-
everything
he
he
would have
was
been a
upset
liberal.
about.
Yeah,
He wouldn't have been a liberal.
Exactly. He as far as the violence, they want to silence people. And I, as a teacher, out of respect, never talked about my political views out. That's my son Brandon in the background. So, Brandon, be quiet.
Be at home.
But anyway, once I retired, I was like, now I can speak up. Now I get to say my opinion, and on my social media. And oh my God, just my own little social media account, people were coming at me, and now it's escalated. Especially since Trump is the president, they're so frustrated because they hate him so much. So,
Bonnie, I wanna-
we're
I
like
wanna jump-
representations of Trump.
I want
for
to
them.
jump in here, Bonnie. I just want to point out again with the media, the way they report or don't report. Now, the latest with the ceasefire in Iran, they're saying, well, the talks are going forward, but and we're sending an additional 60,000 soldiers over there. Why are we doing that? The left media, why are we doing that if we're negotiating? Again, you negotiate from strength. We've taken the Strait of Hormuz, we've taken control of it, and now we're not only just doing that, we're sending in the rest of not the rest, but we're sending in more people to say, we're serious about this. It's what you do when you're negotiating. It's what you do when you're in a battle. You send in the troops.
Yes, and as well, we talked really quickly before the show, before the plugs. And it's almost like a bar fight where you're facing off against another guy, and basically you have your friends behind you making sure everything is cool, and they have their friends behind them making sure everything is cool. And the more friends you got, the more leverage you got. And that's what we're doing right now. The more soldiers we have, the more leverage that we have. We'd like to thank everybody. Also, Bonnie, you have any plugs?
I'm going to be doing a podcast at Governor's Comedy Club on April 23rd, so tune in at Gov's Radio.
Yes, this coming Saturday, I will be at Governor's Comedy Club as well in the Giggle Room, 7 o'clock show. Go to govs.com for tickets and information. Andrew, you have anything cooking?
Absolutely not.
Patriot Box, what's cooking?
I'm going to just talk to Andrea after the show because she's in from she's at
Idaho.
Idaho.
There we go, and we would like to first.
It's like Texas, but with skiing.
That's what they should have in a license plate.
We have famous potatoes instead.
We want to thank the America First Warehouse venue and production studio. America First Warehouse is the home of America First Media and Television. Check out the website under events at the AmericanFirstWarehouse.com. We'd like to thank TAFW Sound Money Wallet at TASoundMoneyWallet.com. My Patriot Travel at MyPatriotTravel.com. MyPillow.com. Tally Hold Gunny, Maha Gold, tallyholdgunny.com, and download the America First Media and Television app and check out all the shows we have. And we would like to thank everybody that came out, everybody on here, for staying with Red, Right, and True. Good night.
Beacon for all to see, a symbol of hope, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and